In a significant move that could impact the political landscape ahead of the 2024 elections, Meta CEO Mark Zuckerberg has publicly criticized the Biden administration's approach to COVID-19 misinformation. In a detailed letter addressed to Jim Jordan, the Republican chairman of the House Judiciary Committee, Zuckerberg revealed that in 2021, the Biden administration repeatedly pressured Meta to censor certain posts related to COVID-19. This included not just misleading information but also humor and satire, which were seen as violating the administration's guidelines. Zuckerberg's letter marks a rare public critique from one of the most influential figures in Silicon Valley against a sitting administration. In 2021, senior officials from the Biden administration, including the White House, repeatedly pressured our teams for months to censor certain content, Zuckerberg wrote. He admitted that Meta made a mistake in bowing to this pressure, suggesting that the company should have resisted the calls for censorship. The letter further highlights Meta's role in temporarily suppressing the New York Post's 2020 story about Hunter Biden's laptop, which became a focal point in the debate over media bias and censorship. Zuckerberg acknowledged that the decision to suppress the story was misguided, and he emphasized that Meta has since revised its policies to avoid similar situations in the future. We no longer degrade posts or stories flagged as potentially false while waiting for our fact-checking partners to verify them, Zuckerberg noted. This change in policy is particularly relevant as the 2024 elections approach, with social media once again expected to play a crucial role in shaping public opinion. Zuckerberg's revelations have been met with mixed reactions. On one hand, conservative politicians and commentators have hailed the letter as a victory for free speech. The House Judiciary Committee's Republicans tweeted, "Great victory for free speech," in response to Zuckerberg's letter. On the other hand, critics argue that Meta's new approach could lead to a surge in unchecked misinformation on its platforms, particularly in the run-up to a contentious election. The letter is also seen as part of Meta's broader strategy to reconcile with the political right. Since the suspension of Donald Trump following the January 6th insurrection, Meta and other major tech companies have faced accusations of bias from conservative circles. Zuckerberg's decision to address these concerns head-on, while largely ignoring similar criticisms from the left, suggests a calculated move to balance Meta's standing with both political factions as the 2024 elections draw nearer. In addition to discussing the pressure from the Biden administration, Zuckerberg used the letter to confirm that Meta would no longer donate money for local election infrastructure through the Chan Zuckerberg Initiative. This program, often referred to as Zuckerbucks, had become a target for criticism from those who believed it disproportionately benefited Democratic-leaning areas. "My goal is to be neutral and not play a role one way or the other, or even appear to play a role," Zuckerberg wrote. By stepping back from this initiative, Zuckerberg seems intent on distancing Meta from partisan battles over election funding. Former Facebook executive Katie Harbath offered a nuanced perspective on Zuckerberg's letter. "It's good to reflect on how content moderation decisions are made in times of crisis," she said. However, she questioned Zuckerberg's decision to focus solely on Republican concerns, noting that many Democrats view Jordan's committee as exerting undue governmental pressure. David Kaye, a law professor at UC Irvine and former UN Special Rapporteur on freedom of expression, was more critical, describing the letter as cynical and self-serving. Kaye argued that Zuckerberg's admission could reinforce perceptions that Meta's content moderation policies are influenced by government pressure, despite the company's attempts to appear impartial. Meta has declined to comment further on the letter beyond confirming its authenticity. This strategic silence leaves the door open for continued debate over the role of social media in regulating content and the extent to which government influence should factor into these decisions. As the 2024 elections loom, Zuckerberg's stance on these issues will likely come under even greater scrutiny, with potential implications for both Meta's reputation and the broader tech industry. Thank you for watching this video. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel, like the video, and turn on the little bell for more Viral Buzz news. See you in the next video.